You know, I feel slightly unmotivated to do this video because the last time I talked about my negative experiences with Pokemon Sun and Moon, I became public enemy number one because some people wouldn't pay attention and because I had to defend myself over it. However, this is something that has been pissing me off for the past couple of months, and I just need to get it off my chest. Hey guys, it's the Metal Blade 5, and I'm probably going to get super pissed off in this video as I recall a constant problem I suffered from waiting for the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, that being spoilers. I'm not kidding here, but I was spoiled on every single major plot point in Pokemon Sun and Moon before I even got to play the game myself. And I wasn't intentionally looking up spoilers either. It's just that everywhere I went, people would be posting spoilers on the internet. I was originally planning on making a joke video on this, in which I would show some of the spoilers with Don't Wanna Know by Maroon 5 playing in the background. But then I was spoiled on one other thing, just before getting to the moon, and I went ballistic. So instead, I'm going in depth about everything that I was spoiled on. So the first major spoiler that I saw came as a result of looking up the demo datamine. As I said in the list that shall not be named, I looked up the information on the datamine to find out if the rumor of the Stardust Final Evolutions having multiple forms was true, and because I wasn't bothered about knowing all the new Pokemon anyway, since it would make it easier for me to decide on a team. Now, when all this stuff got datamined, I was strictly informed that the only thing leaked was the new Pokemon and the Alola forms. I had heard from some people that there were some other files in the data that the miners couldn't access, which was false. So, as such, at the time, I looked up multiple sources to see if this was true. I found one news article reporting on the leaked data, and as I scrolled through it, without any warning, I came across this image. I found out that Lusamine was evil a month before the game came out. Now, like everybody else, I thought that the EVA Foundation was going to be evil. But I didn't want to find out until playing the game for myself, because there might have been a possibility that they weren't evil, and instead Game Freak was making us think that they were evil, trick us. Of course, you can also tell from the image that it was also spoiled on the fact that Lusamine transforms to a giant jellyfish, which also ruined the surprise for me when she transforms just before the second battle against her. When I first saw this image, I immediately scrolled back up and hoped that maybe I'll forget I saw that by the time I get the game. And at first, that seemed to be the case. However, about a week or two before Sun and Moon's release, some people were able to get the game beforehand, and one of these people were posting videos of the game on YouTube, including spoilers. And what's worse was that because of me searching for Sun and Moon related stuff on YouTube, such as the Team Skull Grunt battle theme, these videos were actually recommended to me by YouTube itself, meaning that they kept appearing in the sidebars. Out of all of these videos, the one that showed up the most was one where the thumbnail was Lusamine and a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones, which just re-implanted the spoiler of Lusamine being evil in my head, as well as spoiling that you go the Ultra Beasts universe. I had to delete my entire YouTube search history in order to stop these videos from being recommended. What also didn't help was the fact that even IGN posted a video on their channel of the battle against Lusamine. I thought that IGN weren't supposed to show spoilers since they're a news channel, and the first Lusamine battle doesn't occur until late in the game. Now, this video did disappear about a day or so from IGN's channel after being uploaded. I never clicked on the video itself, so I don't know if the video got a negative reaction for containing spoilers in the thumbnail and title, which could have been the reason why it was taken down. However, I did a bit of digging to try and find out why the video was removed, in which I discovered that you can still find the video on IGN's website. They do not give any shits about spoilers. Now I have another reason to hate IGN. But getting back to those YouTube videos from people who got the game early, another massive twist in the game was spoiled for me by these videos. Another one of these videos that appeared in the YouTube sidebars had the thumbnail of a Salandit using a Z move, which doesn't sound like a spoiler, but then I accidentally saw the title of the video, which spoiled it. The title of the video was something along the lines of Pokemon Sun and Moon Battle Champion Kukui. This video spoiled that Professor Kukui is the champion for me. So not only did I find out that the Aether Foundation were evil, but now I knew who the final boss was before getting the game! Now again, I hoped that this would be something I would forget before playing Sun and Moon, since I only briefly saw the title. However, we get to another thing on YouTube that heavily spoiled me on this game. Music videos. A YouTuber named Pokelly, who uploads music from Pokemon games, had been uploading the music from Sun and Moon, and one of these videos was the Champion Battle theme, which initially had a blank thumbnail, so there were no spoilers. However, he later changed this thumbnail to show Professor Kukui, which just reminded me that he was the champion. Furthermore, Pokelly and other YouTube channels that had been uploading music from Sun and Moon had also uploaded music tracks such as Battle, Aether Foundation Employee, Battle, Aether President Lusamine, and Battle, Mother Beast Lusamine, which also contributed towards me being reminded that the Aether Foundation was evil and that Lusamine turns into a giant jellyfish. Even remix channels like Glitch X City had uploaded remixes of Lusamine's battle theme, which didn't help either. On the subject of Sun and Moon music, it also contributed to another big spoiler for me, which involves the battle tree. As you should probably know, one of the features of the battle tree is that you can battle characters from previous Pokemon games, with the only characters revealed prior to the game's release being Cynthia, Wally, Red, and Blue. However, when listening to the Team Skull Grunt battle theme uploaded by Pokelly, some of his other videos were in the YouTube sidebar, and this spoiled me what other characters appeared in the battle tree. From the music videos I saw, it spoiled that Colress, Grimsley, and Annabelle also appear in the battle tree, as well as find out that you battle Dexio and Cena there as well. Furthermore, from these videos being recommended to me, I also ended up being spoiled on how Colress, Grimsley, and Annabelle also make appearances in the game prior to the battle tree, which could have been a way that I would be able to still be surprised by seeing them, but nope! Speaking of battles, that takes me over to another thing I was spoiled on thanks to music videos. The identities of the Kahunas. Before Sun and Moon came out, the only known Kahunas were Hala and Olivia. But then I saw videos of the Kahuna battle theme and gameplay videos of the Kahuna battles show up in the YouTube sidebars, which showed Nanu and Hapu, which spoiled that they were the last two Kahunas. Nanu hadn't been revealed before Sun and Moon's release, and when you first meet him in the game, I would never have guessed that he was the Kahuna if it wasn't already spoiled for me. As to Hapu, she appeared for a split second in one trailer, but I thought she would have been a trial captain rather than a Kahuna if she had some role in the Island Challenge, meaning that the whole process of her becoming Kahuna was ruined for me. But the Kahunas weren't the only group of four in the game that was spoiled for me. Along with me finding out that Professor Kukui was the champion, I also found out who the Elite Four were! Like with the Kahunas, this was spoiled for me by music and gameplay videos of the Elite Four battles, which showed that the Elite Four consisted of Hala, Olivia, Acerola, and Kahili. I was expecting the Elite Four to be made up of the Kahunas, since they already possessed a similar role. However, Hala and Olivia were the only Kahunas present, meaning that seeing Acerola and Kahili rather than Nanu and Hapu would have been very surprising for me if it hadn't been spoiled beforehand. At this point, I thought that there was nothing else that could be spoiled for Sun and Moon for me before getting the game. But no. Oh no! I was wrong! I'm not joking here, but literally 2 days before I got Sun and Moon, another major, and I mean major, plot twist was spoiled for me. One day, I was on Google Images looking up Pokemon-related images, and one of the images I saw was a piece of fan art on DeviantArt, which depicted Lusamine hugging Lily in a way that you would see a mother hug her daughter, while Gladion was standing alone in the background all moody. When I saw this, I thought, if Lusamine turns out to be Lily and Gladion's mum, I swear to God! And then later on, I saw a Sun and Moon related video, which had nothing to do with spoilers in regards to its topic. There wasn't even a spoiler warning. And the guy, I can't remember his name, straight up said that Lusamine was Lily's mum. Like a lot of other people, I did predict that Lusamine, Lily, and Gladion would be related since they have the same hair and eye color. But I thought that they were going to be siblings, since the Pokemon website specifically described Lusamine as being young. However, when you first meet her in the game, she reveals that she's 40 years old. Why'd you have to lie to me, Game Freak? This was the thing that broke me and made me want to do this video. Everything else I was spoiled on, I tried to tolerate, but being spoiled on such a major plot twist that nobody saw coming made me lose my shit. Even the anime spoiled this for me from all of those anime preview videos that I keep coming across on YouTube. Like, I can understand this plot twist being revealed later on in the series, but Episode 8? Are you fucking kidding me? Also, they revealed that Lucamine was insane, which spoiled how psychotic she's revealed to be later on for me as well, such as with the frozen Pokemon that I also saw in some thumbnails for videos. Now that was everything I was spoiled on before playing the game. But even after getting Sun and Moon, other gameplay videos had spoiled some extra things for me due to the fact that I hadn't played that far in the game at that point. These things being the existence of the champion tile defense mode, some of the trainers that you battle in that mode, including Ryuki, and the part of the ending where Lily leaves Alola to go to Kanto, as well as her makeover. I think the only thing in Sun and Moon that I was not spoiled on was the fact that Team Skull were actually working with the Aether Foundation. But considering everything else I was spoiled on, that's not that big of a thing! Before ending off this video, let me get this straight. If people want to upload videos of them fighting Professor Kukui, for example, then that's fine. But the issue I had was people including spoilers in the thumbnail and title. GameXplain uploaded a video of the final boss battle, but the title and thumbnail didn't include any spoilers, so why couldn't everyone else do the same thing? Also, some of these YouTubers have told their viewers to just unsubscribe to avoid spoilers. However, I think that's a BS excuse if I'm being honest, because regardless of if someone is subscribed to you or not, that doesn't prevent your videos from appearing in the YouTube sidebars, which was how I got spoiled on 90% of these things. Plus, it also means that your subscribers will be notified on at least one of your spoiler videos before they decide to unsubscribe as a result. I don't want anybody to attack the YouTubers I mentioned in this video, since I'm pretty sure they never intended to spoil the game for people. But I still get pissed off by the fact that these videos were so thoughtless of people who haven't played the game or haven't gotten to the point that they're spoiling. I mean, do these people think that everybody played Sun and Moon from start to finish on the day of its release? Also, did it not cross anyone's mind that since Sun and Moon came out in late November that some people might not have gotten the game until Christmas? I have never been spoiled this much on a game in my entire life. And it had such a negative impact on my experience with Sun and Moon, since I knew everything that was going to happen before I even held the game in my hands. It's like that one episode of Futurama with the police supercomputer that knows everything that's about to occur before it does. I have been spoiled on so many things that I could make a We're Number 1 video on it. I swear to God, if I suffer from the same experience as waiting for Pokemon Sun and Moon when waiting for Zelda Breath of the Wild, I will fucking give up on life.